mass murder in Peshawar, and more of the same in the Westgate Mall in Nairobi, Kenya. This has been a really bad week when it comes to religious violence. This is a week when the whole world needs Simchat Torah. I know it's not even a very well-known holiday among many Jews, but it begins Thursday night into Friday, and it celebrates a very specific kind of spirituality that I think we could all take advantage of. It has to do with the value of scrolls over books. Simchat Torah celebrates the end of the annual reading of the Torah in synagogue services across the world, and begins on the very same evening to read the book anew. Because like a scroll itself, you simply roll in a new direction and the story keeps going. Ironically, Jews actually are not really people of the book. We are, in fact, people of the scroll, and the difference is enormous. A book must be broken apart. It requires almost an act of violence to add something to it. A scroll, you just need a needle, some thread, and a bit of time. It's no accident that the most sacred object in Jewish tradition is a scroll, not a book. Jews may buy a lot of books, and we may have been sustained by a culture of intellectual discourse kept in books, but that most sacred of objects, the Torah scroll, is not a book, but a scroll. Precisely, I believe, to communicate the message that that which is most holy to us must be, at some level, as open-ended as a scroll itself. Yes, there should be real commitments and real obligations, and it's not about becoming cynical about the deep roots in any tradition that we have. It's about understanding, though, that the depth of commitment and connection we have to whatever we think of as most holy, religious, political, philosophical, anything, however precious it may be, however worthy it may be of putting in a sacred box like an ark inside of a holy place like a synagogue, it must also be as open, unfoldable as a Torah scroll itself. So this is one of those weeks when, whether you're Jewish or not, think about Simchat Torah. Think about what it means to hold a spiritual commitment, a religious faith, or a political dogma or doctrine so seriously that while you would be willing perhaps to even stake your life upon it, you know it must be so open that it would require no violence in order to live with it in the world and be open to the possibility of its unfolding new meanings and even changes, because those changes are in fact not a violation of the sacred, but a part of what it means for something to be genuinely sacred.